So I think it's an important week. The next week might be an important week. Oh, also, I think the next CPI report and the PPI reports are due next week.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Those are the reports that show what the consumer inflation rates are. So it's basically the information that the Federal Reserve acts on when they make their FOMC decisions.
right. So like, I think the market is gonna, look at what the numbers are and then react
Mm-hmm.
accordingly. And so, I mean, so I think we are at a point where we could see it break out. Uh, this is for those who don't know, like we've at Maxi, we have our own indicator. It's called the Maxi Trading Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And so what it does is it prints bear prints, like it tells you when the trend changes. Like we get a bear print, and then if we also have something called a strength band, and when we see the bands flip color, and if the color matches the print,
Mm-hmm.
then we can see a confirmation of a trend change. Like this is the SPY. You can see how it's kind of called the bottoms and tops. But
Yeah.
yeah, for this week or last week, we just got a bull signal with a green band
That's
on
a
the SPY.
big deal on the SPY on the weekly chart. Like if you zoom out on that chart, you
Yeah,
don't get faked out often with a bull print on the weekly. Like that's
exactly. So
it's a
like
very bullish indicator.
yeah, so this could mean that like markets, this could be at least a temporary bottom uh, for markets if we do break out resistance
Yeah. What that
and
means is
we
if we're
sustain it.
closing, if we're going to be breaking above that yellow line that you've marked out, I am very interested in going long equities,
Yeah,
purchasing equities and pretty aggressively, more so than I have in the past 5, 6 months. This
right.
is it's a very
We've
big
just
shift in the trend.
since June last year,
Yeah.
when pretty much the chop has been, just been chopping from then. And but the Starch RSI, which is the other indicator I kind of use, it does seem that we might be a little overbought. So
Yeah.
I think next week or the next few weeks will be important
Yeah, I
to
agree.
see
Especially
what
looking at the
direction.
Stotch at the QQQ there on the right. So, Investica QQQ index, that's the Nasdaq.
Yep.
In case people are unfamiliar, and so you can also see like yeah, we're similarly reaching that very important resistance level. If we can flip that into support, if we start closing full weeks above that point,
Hmm.
fantastic time to buy into equities. But you can
Yep.
also see down below the chart there is the SRSI, the Stoch RSI, and it's
Yep.
when it's above that blue
Yeah.
zone there, you can consider the asset that it's tracking to be overbought. So we are on the overbought end of that spectrum as well. So
Exactly.
not closing above the resistance, not getting the like, we're not
It's
like
teasing us.
yeah, it's not
What a
clear,
tease,
and it's definitely like it's in that place where it could push above and become very bullish for the coming months, or it could
Mhm.
fail to make that close and keep pushing down.